Everyone, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this fault line card. I am Ramona, and this is Healing Inspiration. If you would like a personal and private reading with me, my link to the Etsy shop is down in the description box, or you can send me an email, which is also in the description box. And we will just get into your reading. So this is your year ahead from whenever you're watching this, and you chose the fault line card. And what came to mind when I saw this card was a whole lot of shaking going on. So it's like whatever can be shaken will be shaken this year for you. So there's going to be a shakeup. Things may change. You could also be drawing a line in the sand and drawing boundaries with people or even yourself and in your life. And I will be reading from the book at the end of this reading, because I know generally I don't like to hear readings from the book, but I would like to with these cards because they're very deep, actually. So let's start to get in. So these are some main themes or main things that are going to happen in the year ahead. And we have the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So the first thing that came to mind, you may be changing your sleep schedule. Maybe you're going to decide to get up early and do a morning routine. This could also indicate you could be getting a different animal, or there is a person in your life that you are going to, draw that line in the sand with. And this person could be arrogant or boastful, have narcissistic tendencies, and they're going to be someone you're not really going to deal with anymore. So that would be good news. And with rooster also, I'm thinking of like fresh eggs. You could be getting into organic or cruelty-free stuff. Also focusing on eating foods that are, I want to say more pure, but in their original form. Then we have fire, which is strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So I feel like you're going to have strong emotion this year, passion. You may find your passion or find something new that you're passionate about. And then we have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And with this staff too, it just for some reason reminded me of health. So you could have a focus on your health this year. You could be trying to improve your health, going to doctor's appointments to do checkups, dental appointments, just really taking care of yourself here physically. And this is also saying any difficult times that you may come across this year, you're protected from them, and you're kind of like in your own little bubble, it feels like to me. Then next you have bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. So that's funny because I was like, take care of yourself, and you're going to be taken care of in difficult times. So even if there is anything that comes against you, any challenge, an arrogant, boastful person, you're going to be taken care of. It's like you're not going to have to worry about it. It's like it feels like things may happen around you, but it doesn't directly affect you. You can see it occurring around you, but you're still in your bubble of peace, safety, and protection. And bats, they also navigate with sonar. So either you may have clairaudient abilities coming through. Also, it is, being able to navigate in the dark. So your intuition will be more on point. You're going to be able to see in the darkness, figuratively, this year. And also with that sight, you may be getting your eyes checked, getting a new prescription, maybe you could be even getting LASIK eye surgery, or just getting a new prescription, or what are they called? Contact lenses. Okay. So this is going to be your advice. And we're going to start out with your career. So this is like an overall main theme. We're just touching on main things more than the details, since I'm touching on basically every area of life. So we're going to start with career. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are a boss. You could be an entrepreneur, but this is the quintessential businesswoman. But this is the woman, the feminine energy, that takes care of both her home and her family, her relationships, herself, and her business. It's like the person who does it all. But here you're sitting pretty, you're well respected, you have all these fruits, you're abundant, there's these cats, you have people who respect you in your career. And it feels like you're very stable, or you're creating more of a stable situation in your career this year that is going to be relatively abundant and lucrative for you. And you could have people that you're training, teaching. Yeah, there's a lot of wealth. There's a whole, I can't think of words. Treasure box? Here of gold coins. So, yeah, you could be training up other people in your career, or teaching them what you know. You could lead a project, lead a department, or just be a leader in your own business. But it's like in your career, you have your stuff together this year. And if you don't feel like you have it right now, you will. And then we have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So you could work in the nutrition field, or integrate nutrition into your work. And it's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is very much about the earth and grounding. So you may be just very grounded. You could be going to a lot of potlucks, or you bring food to potlucks, or you could educate people on nutrition. But it feels like how you're eating this year, and it does seem like you have a more health focus overall. And I feel this health focus that you're going to have is going to also benefit you in your career on some level. So it feels like your work environment and your work is much more healthy as well in the upcoming year. Next, we have finances. And we have the Seven of Swords. And Power, which is an 8. So that is like the Strength card. So the Seven of Swords, I think with your finances this year, you're going to protect your money. You may be putting them in different accounts, creating safe investments, possibly. You may have a battle plan and a strategy with your finances this year. And I think that it does look like, there's abundance coming in. So you might be keeping that on the down low, or that is recommended that you not tell everybody what you're up to with your finances or how much money you're making. I think that's going to just be a safer option. And you have books here, so you could be keeping books, keeping track of your finances, creating a budget and sticking with it, creating an investment plan, your plan for retirement, putting more money into retirement, looking at future investments or where you would like to see your investments go. And with power and strength, it's like your finances are going to be very strong this year. And I think one of the biggest points of power in our world is financial. So you're going to be more powerful this year in your finances. So generally that probably means you're going to have more money. You're not just going to be living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you're going to have, a raise. You're going to have a return on investment. You're going to be able to save money. And with that Seven of Swords also, I feel like you're going to be saving for sure. That may be one of your goals this year. But you are definitely in a power position to strategize with your money this year. Next, we have your love life. And in your love life, we have the Eight of Swords, and death. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform. What's dead is dead. So you could have had the end of a relationship or choose to end a relationship this year. Also, you could be putting an end to thoughts and beliefs that have held you back in the area of romantic relationships. And changing the way you look at romantic relationships altogether. You could be creating a list of what you want in a partner and what you don't want in a partner. And you could be, once again, drawing that line in the sand. This is what I'm willing to deal with. This is what I'm not willing to deal with. So if you are in a relationship, you could be setting those boundaries. If you're not in a relationship, you could be setting those boundaries anyway for any potential partners that are going to come into. There also could be some work around your thought process around relationships or beliefs that have not helped you in the past. So there's a lot of learning in this area. There's a little tiny blue bird here, and there's blue. So there can be communication around relationships. You could be talking to a therapist or talking to your friends or even talking to your partner or a new person and, outlining expectations and communicating expectations. You could also be leaving things behind, like remnants of past relationships that have held you back. So like if you think all men or all women are a certain way, you may be releasing that. You may be releasing the idea that you need to be in a relationship. But somehow your thought process around relationships is changing this year. Your boundaries, how you would like to show up in relationships, and how you want someone to show up for you is changing, whether or not you're in a relationship. And you could be having conversations about that. So I think that's going to be an important theme this year. And if there's anything that you had trouble letting go of from the past, any relationship, any wounds, I feel like you're going to finally be able to let them go, alchemize them this year. And next is your relationships. And this is your social relationships, relationships with friends, family, colleagues. And we have the Page of Swords and tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So here I feel like there's a new, fresh perspective in your social relationships, friends and family, that you're going to be communicating about new and exciting things. You're going to have more of an open mind. You're going to look at different sides of issues or points of view. And I think you're going to be exposed to different worldviews than you may be accustomed to. So it's like there's a lot of learning. There's more blue with the communication. So there's a lot of learning in your relationships, and there's a freshness too with the page. You could be gaining a new friend who's younger than you or more youthful, has innovative ideas. And you could be integrating those innovative ideas into your worldview as well. If you've been someone who's been fed up with people, I feel like you're going to have a better understanding of them and a more accepting heart approach, and vice versa. People are going to be more accepting of you. So if you're someone who is quirky and unique and your points of view don't necessarily mesh in with the dominant narratives, I feel like you're going to meet some people, or at least one significant person, that is going to totally accept that and be curious. So there's a lot of curiosity in relationships. It's like you're going to be getting to know people, you're going to be curious about them, they're going to be curious about you. So there definitely could be more communication and understanding coming through, and potentially a breakthrough with communication. If there's someone that you haven't communicated with or you had an issue with, I feel like there may be a breakthrough there and you're going to have more understanding for each other. So that's that. You could be joining a book club also, or some kind of club where you discuss books or movies or philosophy, something like that this year. That is going to open up your social life. And then the final area of life, it's self and spirit. So this could be your physical health, mental, emotional, just general things that don't necessarily fit into these categories, and your spiritual life. So we have the Tower, and with the fault line, it's like, a whole lot of shaking going on. And that's Scorpio energy. So there's definitely transformative energy here in self and spirit. You could be going on a very deep and powerful inner journey. It's like you're recalibrating. You could be like creating a whole new self in some way, or discovering brand new parts of yourself that you're surprised that are there. Let's look at the other ones. So like I feel like there's like very deep work that you're doing here. Deep discovery. There's definitely a shift in your perspective of self, and there's a shift in your worldview also. There's a lot of perspective shift here overall. And here we got look for the signs and synchronicities. So I feel like you're also getting a lot of communication from spirit. You could be evolving in your spiritual practice. And there could be different things that you could be doing divination or meditation, going on a spiritual retreat, or doing something. The 1111 is a portal. Doing something in your spiritual life that is bringing you in alignment with your chakras, your energy field, and so yeah, this is feeling like an ascension spiritually and with the tower, because the tower can also be ascension, awakening. So you're going to have another awakening and ascension this year. And that makes sense also with the fault line. That's bringing you more in alignment. It's like, let's say, new year, new you. But I feel like a new you is emerging, or a new version of you, a new level of you, new levels of self-discovery. And then we have alone time. So you may have the opportunity to spend more time alone. And I think this solitude is really going to help you to connect with yourself and gain more intimacy with yourself, knowledge of the self. I think it's going to rejuvenate you because she's in the depths and here is the sun. So I feel like this is going to be joyful for you. And it's card number 2. And it's going to change how the outside world sees you as well. You're like very much submerging into your internal universe here. And it's going to be reflecting on the outside. And then you have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So you could have a relationship with Jesus. And if so, that is going to get more in depth. You could be doing some forgiveness work of others and yourself. You could also be forgiving your dad or integrating somehow your relationship with your father or masculine energy in general. It's like definitely your perspective and your worldview is changing. Some of you could be learning from Christian texts. Or getting more into spiritual texts in general. Once again, we have more blue. There's a lot about communication and the mind. That's going to be a big deal this year. And I feel that is a big transformation point. This can also be the communication with your spiritual guides. And Jesus could be one of your spiritual guides here, or you'll discover him as one of your spiritual guides. And find a greater depth of compassion for yourself and others. I feel more prominently yourself, but then also accepting others as you do yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're going to be seeing things within yourself, and you're going to be able to accept, integrate, forgive, and you're going to be able to do that with others more easily then. There's probably going to be more communication with your spiritual guides, because also you have look for signs and synchronicities. So I think you're going to get a lot of communication through signs and synchronicities. So there may be new ones popping up this year that you're going to be seeing all the time that mean certain things. Maybe you're going to be able to attach the meaning to them rather than, oh, that's a sign. It'll be a sign of something specific for you. And then finally, we have your advice for the year ahead. So we have present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. So you may be doing present moment awareness, and this is also the advice. So it's advice to practice presence. And then we have recharge. I invite magic into my life always. Every day I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. So you're going to be able to recharge your energy through nature this year. And that's also that natural diet, but also getting out into nature and more natural settings is going to help to recharge you. And when you need, especially, and this is a lot about grounding, present moment and nature are both about grounding into this present moment, right? Rather than, because there's a lot of intellectual stuff here and a lot of communication, and you may need more grounding, and that's your advice there. And if you would like to stick around for reading from the book for this card, let's do that. It's going to take me a moment. Otherwise, you can just check out if you don't like to hear reading from a book. But I think these cards are very deep. And so we have XL1X. I think that's 49, but if I'm... All right. We have the fault line. The fissure, the crack, the weak link. The crack. You're going to see some crack this year. Plumber's crack. Just kidding. Okay. Imagine, are you going to be showing your crack? I don't know. Crack kills, okay? But anyway, imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable grounding. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift. A lot of you are shifting, a whole lot of shaking going on that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. And this card, when light, is redefining reality and breaking open. You are redefining reality. When dark, it's precariousness, pretending delusion. And it says, go deeper. Dance to Everything is Broken by Bob Dylan. And then we have, it is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it. The time to heal is nigh. And that is interesting because of the forgiveness and also, potentially seeing things differently with someone, or maybe, having that tolerance. That's interesting. I do think that came through in our reading otherwise. And then here it says, in Japanese kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. And there's something with that too. It's like where broken pottery, the light shines through. But that's about all I have for you today. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day and year ahead. Namaste. Hi, all, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose The Kiss. And I will be reading from the book at the end of the reading, because I don't tend to like to listen to readers read from the book, but I feel like this is a deep card and it might be helpful, and it'll be easy enough to just end the reading before I read from the book if you don't want to hear it. And if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can take a look down in the description box for a link to my Etsy shop. Also, you could send me an email if that's easier for you. So let's just get into your reading. So this is The Kiss. So first, this makes me feel of sweetness. And this is like the very overarching energy of the year ahead from whenever you're watching this. And yeah, it just feels like sweetness. This could be a kiss from a loved one, from a child, from a lover, from the universe. So the overarching energy is sweetness and connection and affection. And here are going to be some of the main things that might be happening in the year ahead, or main themes. This is the advice at the end of the reading. And let's start here with the tea leaves. We have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. And that's a golden egg. So you're receiving a golden egg this year. It's like your success is coming through. Whatever you've been planning on, working on, it's definitely golden for you. And the egg is also a new beginning. And here we go, we have table, hard work ahead. So whatever hard work you're putting into anything this year is going to be successful. So the work you're putting in is not in vain. It is going to achieve desired results. Because, good plans and hard work, and here we have hard work ahead. And work could also be a theme of this year for you, or a big part of your year. So there's also going to be sweetness in work. Then we have an older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. So an older man can be significant in your life. So this could be a boss, a partner, maybe even someone you learn from, someone who is wiser than you, and they're a masculine energy. Otherwise, if you are the older man, you could be very self-focused this year. There's definitely a wise person that is going to be significant in your life this year. And next we have horseshoe, which is good luck. At some point too, you could be riding a horse this year if you like to ride horses, playing horseshoes, but you definitely have good luck overall. Like success assured and good luck. So you have both going for you. You have your work, your plans, but you also have that magic of luck. So things are working out in your favor. It's very sweet this year. Be like sweet. So we're going to start with career. So for career, we have the Four of Swords and let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So with your career, I mean, first of all, you do have this nest. So you could be working from home. You could also be taking a break from work, some significant breaks from work, or releasing a profession or a job, or completing something in your job that's going to give you a lot more opportunity for rest, relaxation, to nest, to be in your home. Some of you could be going on maternity or paternity leave this year. But it's funny because in your career, it's like hard work and hard work. But there's going to also be this ability to rest. And maybe this success is bringing in a greater ability to rest. You could also be getting a different job if you don't currently work from home, that you'll be able to work from home, or it'll be a much more relaxed environment and it won't be as stressful. So yeah, work is going to be a lot better. Stress is going to come off of you. You may, it's going to be more comfortable. You'll be kind of in your nest. You're going to be feeling good about it. You may have a better work-life balance, or you are walking away from a career and being able to, work on your home and your family and at a better pace. That is so interesting. Or yeah, I do feel like some maternity or paternity leave, FMLA or something you're doing, where you may have significant breaks or vacations this year, even staycations. It's like this good luck that's coming in. You may work hard, but you're definitely going to be able to rest and release and not have to stress or worry so much. And maybe that's something you've been working on, like a career or something that is going to give you that ability to not be so stressed out. And I feel like that the year ahead definitely is the year for you. Or if you wanted to work from home, I think that's coming in for you. Next we have, this is finances. We have the Eight of Wands and conflict and defeat, which comes through as the Five of Swords. So the Eight of Wands is quick movement, a lot of messages. I feel like whatever you've been working on in your finances, if it feels like you've been conflicted and defeated and just couldn't get ahead, I feel like that is shifting and more finances are coming in. It's more communication around finances, things that are going to be helping you to overcome any conflict or defeat in your financial area. It's like it's all coming together for you financially. You could also be having a good financial focus. And where you're focusing financially, there's going to be very quick movement, and there are going to be finances coming in because these wands are also converging on a single point. So it does feel like this energy of the conflict and defeat. Maybe you had to steal from Peter to pay Paul. You always felt behind in your finances. That's changing, and things are going to come together. You're going to have more financial focus. You're going to have more money coming in. You're going to have more to help you move forward. And, it's like having all your ducks in a row here financially. Like here, even there's this light in the darkness, there's this single light, but here there's 8 wands, so there's 8 lights, and they're converging on a single point. So there's definitely an uptick in your finances. It's going to be smoother. You're not going to be as conflicted. You won't feel defeated. There is success. There is a focus. There's more coming in for you. It's more fluid. This could be having to do with moving towards your passions financially. So there is a positive shift in your finances. That's not going to make you feel conflicted of what should I pay, what can I do, and just always feeling like you're behind, like not having enough, just not having enough. So it's like that shuffling game. You have to shuffle things around, and I can't do that right now. I have to wait for that, but I feel like it's going to be more free flowing, easier. There, even with this hard work, and maybe this is like from the past, but whatever work you put in is bringing you more ease in your career, ease in your finances, but also success and good luck and sweetness. And now this is your love life. In the year ahead, we have, the Fool. That always reminds me here of a ring. And then we have Girl with a Snake. Charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay, so you're embarking on something brand new that you have not experienced before in relationships. This is the year of the snake, so if you resonate with that, this is your year in love. But you're starting a whole new book when it comes to love. If you've felt, you might be charmed, but if you felt used previously, or if you felt that empath narcissist dynamic, I feel like this is changing for you. But it does feel like a risk. But this is just like something completely brand new that's coming through for you. I actually like snakes, and I am the year of the snake, which is why I kind of know that is the year of the snake. So you're going to be taking more chances in your love life. There could be a commitment. Maybe that's something that you weren't interested in, because that is really showing me like a ring. So it could be some level of commitment, even if that's like the promise ring or the let's go steady ring, even if you're older, but it's symbolic. So I feel like you're going to be taking a risk, and you're changing things up in your love life. You may be dating a new type of person, or just entering something. You could be trying new things in your relationship that you haven't tried before if you are in a relationship. There is sexiness here. I think the snake is very seductive, very sexy. So you could be looking very seductive and sexy. You could be on your game there. Your partner could be extra attracted to you. You're extra attracted to them. There could be novelty or experimentation in the bedroom for you this year. I feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone when it comes to your love life. You may be crossing some boundaries or releasing some boundaries that you've had before that you've wanted to release but you were afraid to. So I feel experimentation in your love life, whether you're dating a new type of person or you're experimenting in the bedroom with your partner or with dating partners, either way. But there's definitely a sexiness and a risk-taking here. There's a seductiveness. It feels like your sacral chakra is very lit up. It's like flowing. And with the sacral chakra, that is like water, and that's connections and your passions and the sexual energy. So I feel like sexual energy is very strong in your relationships. And that's also intimacy, eroticism, taking risks, things that seemed risky for you to before or weird or out of the ordinary. Not that they are weird or out of the ordinary, but it just felt like that to you, and I feel like you're going to be experimenting in your love life. And that's mostly what I get from this. And next we have your relationships, so your social relationships, friendships, family, and also could be colleagues. And we have the Knight of Cups and trust. So I feel like there's going to be better connection in your relationships with your friends and your family, even colleagues. You can be doing more things together, going out together more, sharing your feelings more, giving gifts to each other, giving each other appreciation. Yeah, there's a deep level of intimacy and trust. Trust, you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. So I feel like the people you're interacting with this year in general, you're going to be able to trust them. They're going to be reliable. They're going to be kind, reciprocating. I feel like this is a very nourishing time of your life for your social relationships and your relationships with your family. If you do have like a marriage partner that you consider your family, I feel like there's going to be more romance and that. Yeah, I feel like your social relationships are going to be emotionally fulfilling, and you may be doing more activities this year. I think you may be given nice, thoughtful gifts, messages. You may also be doing that for others, but I feel like your the intimacy and the love and the sharing and the trust is going to be very strong this year in your closest relationships. And it's going to be very emotionally nourishing for you and them. And you're going to be able to spend time with them too. And you may have that time opening up with the work stuff. So this feels very loving. I get a loving vibe from it. And now you have self and spirit. So this would be health, fitness, just stuff that doesn't necessarily fit into these other categories. So we have the Three of Pentacles. So with self and spirit, there is positive and collaborative working on yourself. You could also be working on a creative hobby that is going to nourish your soul, nourish your spirit. Or just be doing inner work here, discovering yourself, journaling, meditating, connecting with spirit guides. Here we have show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. You could be doing something different with your hair. You could be getting your teeth whitened, changing up your style. You may be more into a certain color this year. I think you're going to be feeling very good about yourself. There's going to be a reason for a boost of confidence. You're going to be happier overall, and you're shining. You may be doing work that you could be doing plant medicine, but you could be doing work on yourself, like to self-discovery of trying to be more authentic to you, like looking into what you like, what you don't like, the different aspects of self that could be in your shadow, the positives and the negatives, or really embracing things that you didn't embrace about yourself before, trying new things that you find you enjoy and you like. And it's like, it's giving you a new spark for life. It's like you're getting a new spark for life. Then we have massage. So you could be doing self-massage. You could be getting massage from a loved one, or it is also recommended for you to go out and get a massage. You could be getting some physical therapy, physiotherapy, but massage is going to be a really good thing for you this year, and it seems like you may be getting more of them. We have neck, back. Nicki Minaj, my neck, my back. I don't know. Maybe not. But but massage is going to be great. It helps to like move energy in your body, and it just helps you to relax. And there is definitely a level of relaxation here. I mean, which I find so interesting because of the work aspect, but that could be the work you've put in. It's like the work you're putting in, it may be some hard work into yourself and to other parts of your life, but it's like, it doesn't feel that hard here. It feels lighter than before, but it feels rich. It feels good and rich and palpable, and I don't know why I want to say viscous. I don't know if that's a great word to say, but I don't know. Whatever. Here we go. The divine director. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So, yeah. So the divine is stepping in. It's like you put in your work, and the divine is blessing that. So it feels like you're you're going to be happier. This year ahead is going to be a happier, sweeter year. Some of you could be having a baby, for sure, or getting a fur baby. There's a little fur baby there. She's holding a little doggy, but you're going to feel happier. Your relationships are going to feel better. Work is going to feel better. Finances are feeling better. It feels like romantic relationship. It might be getting a little sexier. Or just trying new things. So it's going to be a little bit more novel. There's going to be some excitement there. Like some cool stuff going on there. Some new stuff. And self-discovery and expressing what you discover, which is going to make you feel happier. So, I mean, happiness is here, luck, sweetness, very positive relationships. Your money's coming into alignment. Work is going to be more restful, maybe from home. Maybe you're going to be able to take a break and have a better balance. Now, this is the advice. So we have projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. So I think that could be some of the work you're doing in paying attention to the emotions that come up within you. And rather than projecting onto someone else or blaming them, you're going to receive that and you're going to look at those emotions for yourself. Where are they coming from? What do these emotions need from me? And actually caring for them or doing what they need. So that could be something that you're doing, which is going to increase your peace, and it's going to also improve your relationships. And then we have unique lives, and you have that uniqueness coming through, so that's interesting. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. So I feel like that could be part of what you're doing with yourself as well. You're not particularly trying to change yourself. You're trying to discover yourself. You are discovering yourself and you're loving yourself. And I feel like you're doing the same for others this year. And you could be exploring some unique things as well. And there's 3 people, the 3 of coins. So relationships are going to be significant for you. So even if it's a very small circle, I feel like it's going to be a nice part of this year also. And with these 2 holding hands here, some of you could get a proposal this year if that's something you're interested in or you think you could be in that direction, right? Okay, I was going to read from the book for this card, so if you don't like hearing someone read from the book like I don't, then you could just click out. Otherwise, I'm going to read from the book. Let's find it. Where's the kiss? And that is card 60, maybe? I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll find it anyway. The kiss. I have to find it in the book. All right, the kiss. The touch, the chemistry, the sex. I think we talked about that a little bit. I wanted to whisper to you, but hard to do on camera. Anyhow, before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with other, of letting in what was moments ago separate to become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner. We were getting that from other parts of your reading too, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and awakening of the heart. So some heart awakening this year. Woohoo! Next, we have when light, we have sensual expressiveness, merging and inviting. When dark, neediness, pressure, dominance, and disrespect. And go deeper. And Andy Warhol's 1963 film, Kiss. Write down the story of your first kiss. What was changed in that moment? And then finally we have intimacy is multi-layered and requires a reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable, or shameful. Very interesting because it falls in line with the reading. So I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope that inspired and encouraged and enlightened you. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the Ocean card. And welcome to my channel. This is Healing Inspiration, and I am Ramona. If you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can take a look in my description box. I have a link to my Etsy shop. Also, you could send me an email if you would like. And this is the overview of your year ahead. No matter when you're watching this, it is timeless. So with the ocean is expansive. So there's expansion in this year. There's depth. So you're going to be seeing into deeper depths. You're going to be discovering more life. There's going to be more creation. Some of you could be getting contact lenses, like colored contact lenses. You're going to be seeing more things more clearly. You're going to be seeing beautiful mysteries, maybe even dark mysteries. The eclipse season this year may be important to you. And the ocean is also about emotions and the depths of emotions. So I feel like you're going to be experiencing the breadth and depths of your emotions and being able to enjoy them, experience them fully, enjoy them. This is card number 35. And your intuition, your psychic gifts are going to be expanding also this year. And I will be reading from the book for this card at the end of the reading. So if that's something you didn't want to hear, you could just cut out after the other parts of the reading are done. So let's just get into your reading. So these could be main things that are going to happen this year with the tea leaf card, and this is going to be advice. I'll do those later. And here we go. Some main things that might be happening this year. We have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So you're conceiving, bringing into reality something new. This could be a child. It could be a house, a new body, a new business. We'll see where this goes, but there's something that you're caring for, nurturing, loving. It's something you're going to be very happy about. Someone in your family could also be having a child, which is going to bring a celebration into your life. You could be preparing your home for something new, a new family member, or just creating a new vibe in your home. Maybe create an office for like an office space, or you could be creating a meditation room or area to birth a new spiritual practice, to birth a new business. A nursery for some of you. So we have broom, new home, new attitude. So if you wanted a new home, you could be getting a new home. You could be moving. You could be seeking and finding a home. You could be redecorating the home you have, or really getting it clean. It's like you're cleaning and preparing your home for some fresh energy this year. You could be also having a cleaning schedule. You could be bringing cleaners in. And your home is just going to feel more refreshed and more useful. You're making your home more useful to you, more efficient, more in alignment with who you are. Or getting a home that's more like that. Next, you have a fair man. Dealing is a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So you're going to have fair dealings with a business partner, a romantic partner, or some masculine energy, and they're going to play a significant role in your life. This could also be a spirit guide who is fair. And I also feel like fairness and balance are coming into this life. Okay. In the upcoming year. Or there could generally be a man who's playing a significant role. And this person is fair. And I feel like trustworthy. And then we have basket, recognition and reward for merit. So you could be shopping for more wholesome foods, more whole foods. You could be cooking more, eating more delicious food. Like really having enjoyment of your food. No, I'm talking about food. But also be shopping. You could be shopping this year and enjoying that. So that this also is saying that you're going to have abundance. Like there's going to be money. There's going to be things that you're going to be able to buy, experiences you're going to be able to have. You could be getting a raise. You could be getting more customers. I feel like there is, I wanted to say monetary or like a physical representation of being recognized this year. So here we're going to start with career. So we have the 5 of inspiration. And we also have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. So with the 5 of inspiration, you could be training for something, you could be in competition, and you're going to find that you win this competition. You could be doing, with this travel, remote work, maybe expanding your horizons with work. This could be actual literal travel for work, but it can also be, like I said, expanding your horizons, doing online trainings, uh, entering a competition and winning, or if you're in a competition for a role, you're going to win that over. You could also be in the position of training and teaching others on an online platform. I feel that your reach is going to go further in your career. In the area of education, you could also be training to get into a new career or to do something different within the career field you're in right now. It feels like you are making great strides there. And you're being very reflective. You're taking to the skies, you're taking flight here, figuratively, in your career. If you're not traveling, because here we have the sky too, and here's the plane. So it's like your reach is expanding. You're furthering your reach. You're putting yourself in a better position to be competitive in your field, to get that promotion, to get those contracts, get those clients that you want. And see, he's here, he's on his computer, and he's happy. He's happily typing away. So I feel like your work is going to be more joyful for you this year. And it's like you're expanding, but it's not overwhelming for you. And you're going to be able to be very reflective, and you could be offering reflections to other people. You could be offering reflections in some way via social media, or you could be doing reviews of people, whatever that means, performance reviews. Or your performance is going to be reviewed very well. If you are looking for a job this year, I feel like you're going to get a position that makes you very happy. Hearing purity of purpose. So there's going to be a purity of purpose in your career. Not sure what that means. I feel like you're going to be able to be relaxed also. Relaxed and joyful. You're doing your little work stuff, and it's just not very, it's not too taxing, too heavy for you to bear. Yeah, you're taking flight, so there's that lighter aspect of being able to rise and rise above and ascend in your career path. And you're learning new things and you're having fun with it. You're able to be reflective. Very nice. And next is your finances in the year ahead. So we have the Three of Materials and Foundation and Achievement. So you are in a building phase financially, and you're growing your finances here. You could be working with other people to grow it, because there are 3 other people in each of these cards. You could be getting advice, support from others, but it's like you're really working on your foundations and making progress in your financial foundations here. Here is a house, so again, you could be able to put money into your home, get a new home, and with the rainbow, it's like something you hoped for. So your home and your foundations and your financial foundations your money is going to bring you achievement. You're going to be able to make that bigger purchase this year, whether it's a home or something else. But you're going to be feeling very solid and stable in your finances, and there is definite growth. This is also like the 10 of Cups. So I think you're going to be very happy with your financial life and your financial progress this year. That which you're able to build and grow financially. It's going to give you the ability to even make a larger purchase and to feel very grounded and stable and to provide for others in your life if there's other people that you provide for. And if this is not like full provision, but it's being able to give your friends and family gifts, share the wealth, so to speak, give a donation. It's like you're going to have enough money to do that, and you're going to be very secure, very stable. Your finances are going splendid. This area of your life is going to be very stable, secure. You're going to feel stable and secure, and it's not going to be stressful. It may be able to afford you, something you've dreamed about financially. So you may be hitting a financial milestone with something you've dreamed of. There is growth here and happiness. You're going to be able to afford things that make you feel happy and experiences. And being able to do things with other people or provide with other people or give donations to causes you care about. Your home is significant here too. Next we have your love life. And we have the Hierophant. And picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So the Hierophant is tradition. It can also indicate marriage. So you could be married or in some type of traditional relationship this year. You could be making memories together, having nostalgia about a relationship you once had. But this feels like a very traditional relationship. And if you're looking for something traditional, I feel like that's something you're going to be able to have this year or get into. Maybe a traditional dating scenario or in a traditional, committed relationship. You could be looking back on past relationships or memories with the person you're in relationship with. Otherwise, you're just going to be able to make new memories with this person. This area is also very solid. They're sitting on stone here. And it's like you're in an advanced place of wisdom and knowledge when it comes to your love life. There is solidity here. There is a family vibe, commitment, like creating memories with a person and also looking back on memories. You could be taking a lot of pictures with a loved one. And this is your romantic love life. If you do have a partner, you could have decided on date night and, taking pictures of your date nights and, creating new experiences together. This could also be some of you could be getting married this year. And so there will be a lot of pictures to remind you of that. If you are already married, maybe you're looking back on pictures of your wedding or wanting to recreate some of those memories. But there's tradition, but there's also vulnerability. The ability to be vulnerable within a relationship. Being on the right path. Your path is lit for you, whether or not you're in a relationship. But if you're not in a relationship, you're going to be able to find the right person, the right partner, what makes sense, someone you could settle down with, someone you can make memories with. You may be looking to relationships of your parents, of your ancestors, and reflecting on those. Maybe that's something you do want, or something maybe you even don't want, that you're like, that's not the way I want to do it, or yes, that's the way I want to do it. I want to see that manifest in my life. And I feel like you are manifesting here. You could be envisioning the love life that you want. Either way, this is solid and stable. It is committed, secure. This is not messy. It's not all over the place. Could be gaining greater wisdom here also. But it's very solid, trustworthy, reliable, dependable. Next is your relationships in general, like friendships, family members, colleagues. We have the Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords. And cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So we do have a bunch of foxes here, and there is a bridge. And foxes are cunning and resourceful and strategic. And there may be a bridge you want to cross with a friend, or a bridge you want to burn with certain people. But I feel like you're crossing into new unknown territory in relation to your social relationships. I feel like you're going to have some short-term connections this year that you're going to learn from. But you also have people that are going to stick around. You're going to have help, assistance, support when you need it to come through in your relationships. And also, you're going to be that for others. You could be reflecting on your relationships in your life and what you like about them, what you may not like about them, and how you want to improve those relationships, what relationships you want to leave behind, and those that you want to invest more in, and those who are more and most in alignment with who you are now. It feels like in relation to your social life, you're crossing that bridge, you're entering a new portal. You have a new vision for how you want your relationships to go, the people you want in your life, the people you would prefer not to, or maybe that you're even going to keep a distance with. And I think you're going to keep people in your life who are cooperative, who are caring, who also have your best interest at heart and you theirs. That you support them, they support you, that it's a mutual and reciprocal relationship. You may be going on a trip with a friend or family member, or going on a trip to see friends or family members this year. And also with that bridge, it's like bridging the gap. Maybe there's someone you want to reach out to, or who will reach out to you this year, who will want to heal and mend any hard feelings. And I feel with cooperation on both sides that you're going to be able to do that. That bridge is very solid. And you're going to bring that relationship to a better, more healthy place with that friend or family member. And if you felt a distance with anybody, I feel like you're going to be able to bridge that gap of someone that you want to continue your friendship, your relationship, your familial relationship with. There could be a sibling that reaches out who you may have had issues with that you're going to, or someone like a sibling who you're going to get closer with this year. This is a weird story. You may be meeting your doppelganger this year. Someone who looks a lot like you, either physically, or someone that you're just, the two of you are a lot alike or share a lot of common life experiences. So you'll really be able to understand each other and support each other because of it. So that's what I have for that. And now we have self and spirit. So this could be your mental, physical, emotional health, your spiritual life, etc. So we have the Three of Cups. So there's celebration, there's friendship. There's a lot of threes here. So three could be significant, or 333. There's a lot of like where there's three people. You have three people in Three Pentacles. You have three people in Foundation and Achievement. Now you have three people here. There's four foxes there, but yeah, 333 could be significant for you. So I feel like you're going to be able to emotionally and spiritually celebrate this year. I think you're going to be getting in touch with your younger self, your inner child. And this feels more like preteen to adolescent self. Or you're going to be getting in touch with that, some energy you had at that time in your life. It's going to be renewed, revamped, refreshed. You're going to be exuding a more youthful spirit. You could be getting in contact with younger spirit guides. But it feels like there's celebration and possibly parties or fun events and things like that you're going to be attending this year with young people. Maybe people a little bit younger than you. But it feels like you're going to be exuding a more youthful energy. You could be doing stuff that in your physical life that's regenerating your vibe, your cells, your DNA. Even. It once again, she's like half immersed into this water. So I feel like there's going to be an emotional balance. And she's holding the moon at her heart. We do have the witchy vibe. You could be doing some witchcraft. Getting more involved in the natural arts there. Magical arts. You could be working with the element of water. Metal also. could be important. Gold, with this gold. I feel your heart is going to feel more confident this year. You could be getting involved in a coven because there's, a few people. Next we have turn lemons into lessons. So it may be important this year for you to have citrus, vitamin C. You could be alchemizing things like the create lemonade out of lemons, like making them better, refurbishing them, like taking what you have and adding spice to it. So this could be improving your wardrobe, doing your skincare, it's like you take what's there, you add something to it and make it even better. It's like upgrading and improving. You could be drinking lemonade. This could be, a cleanse you could be doing. Hydrating well. And also learning from the past. Or maybe even seeing the sweetness in the bitter, or also like you're savoring the sweet and the bitter in life. And you're seeing the value of both, and you're seeing how they both can quench your thirst. They're both necessary for your growth and your improvement and your enjoyment of life. I feel like you could be taking more relaxing times. Summer could be significant, where you're really relaxing or going on a vacation. You could be integrating more fruit into your diet. Hydration could be important this year. Hydration, that water element, and nourish your temple. So it looks like you're going to be nourishing your body with hydration, good foods. You could be nourishing your mind with enriching content, nourishing your heart with gratitude and kindness and love, and really taking care of your physical temple here as well as your spiritual temple. But there's a lot of emphasis on your physical temple and being very mindful and attentive to what you allow into your physicality. And it feels that is going to develop you energetically and cleanse your aura. So there's cleansing too here. You may be having rituals to cleanse your home and your body, and so your body's going to feel lighter. So some of you, if you have any goals to lose weight, you may lose a few pounds this year. There's that witchcraft symbol again. So you could be working with herbs or ingesting certain kinds of herbs or getting something like that. Your cat might meow at you. Might be getting a cat or some other animal. You could be connecting with animals more this year. My cat said no to that, but he doesn't know stuff. Okay. He doesn't even speak English. Okay, so this is your advice for the year ahead. coming my way, unique opportunities aligned with my desires present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. So I think you're very magnetically attractive this year to your wish fulfillment. So I feel like those things are coming in this year. Slowly but surely, your wishes are manifesting because your vibe is just to that level that you're magnetizing them in. And next we have Creator of Happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual, therefore it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. So I feel like you're going to be able to glean happiness from within this year. And without needing outside sources to validate it. It's like you're just going to be happy. You're going to be grateful. It's like you've done the work and you can just enjoy it. I feel like you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying your life, and you're making the most out of it. And like there's so many things that you're just going to be able to enjoy and be happy about. And even if you're hanging out with yourself and in your own mind, in your own heart, there's going to be a well of happiness. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now finally, I'm going to read from the book. So if you don't like to hear readings from a book, you can dip, but let me try to find this. 35, the ocean. That's not 35. You have to go this way. Wait, that's 20 something. 27, 34, almost there. The ocean. All right. The unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet amid its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us when the energy of the ocean is present. There is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells. We talked about that. Your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs, like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth a new being. Life is change. Let the wave crash. When light, deeper than deep, big dreams and discovery. When dark, subsumed, drowned, polluted, unpredictable. Go deeper. Shakespeare's The Tempest. I can't pronounce that. Garibaldi's The Raft of Medusa. The ocean displays every emotion without shame. To witness its glassy, moonlit surface and its unforgiving storms is to know the full spectrum of the human experience. For real. And then finally we have study waves, touch their surface, get in the water. No matter where you live, each drop is part of the whole. The ocean is in every tear. And that was your reading for the year ahead. I hope that inspired you, enlightened you, gave you some joy. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste.